A lot of the fun rites of passage you expect as a high school senior have gotten canceled because of the pandemic.
This is my new reality. I didn't get to have pep rallies. I didn't get to have a senior prom. I don't have grad bash.
But what about canceling IB exams? Well, that depends on what zip code you live in.
Personally, I think it's ridiculous.
It's an international issue affecting students around Tampa Bay. We're going to show you why our biggest school district canceled their IB exams, but other districts right next door say their exams aren't going anywhere. Let's see what's brewing. I'm Jenna Bourne, and I'm an investigative reporter at 10 Tampa Bay. If you're new here, welcome to our caffeine-fueled, homemade deep dive into issues that matter to you. And make sure you subscribe so you don't miss an episode. Gabriella Sleem is not someone to shy away from a challenge. That's why she wanted to do the IB program at Strawberry Crest High School. IB stands for International Baccalaureate. It's a worldwide accelerated learning program with tough classes and high standards.
I wanted to be challenged, and I wanted to be surrounded by people who also wanted to be challenged and enjoyed the learning process.
She knew senior year would be tough. IB students spend years preparing to take weeks of exams in May of senior year, which they have to pass to get an IB diploma.
This is a big thing. This could basically decide whether or not the last 4 years have been a waste or if I'm going to leave with the IB diploma.
Gabriella knew all that going in, but this year brought challenges she never expected. For Gabriella, the pandemic meant spending her senior year at home.
I was very nervous because both of my parents work in healthcare. So I have been, this entire time, it's been the pandemic has basically consumed our lives. Not only am I stressed out because of the things that would come naturally for an IB senior because of these exams and how greatly they're emphasized during the entirety of the program, but now we're facing all of these additional obstacles and figuring out how it's going to be safe for all of these kids to come together to take these exams without compromising the test security and the integrity of the program as well.
In 2020, the IB organization canceled exams around the world because of the pandemic. But this year, IB is offering what they call a dual route. Schools that can safely administer the exams are supposed to do it. Schools that can't give the exams safely can do what's called the calculation route, where students earn their IB diplomas based on their performance on coursework and internal exams. We found that whether or not IB exams get canceled varies from one county to the next. We're going to be focusing on the Tampa Bay area in this episode, but this is an international issue. Students at thousands of schools in 158 countries are dealing with this same thing. Florida is home to 84 high school IB programs. 18 of them are at public high schools around Tampa Bay. In late February, Gabriella and her classmate Delaney Mobley texted me asking if I could look into whether IB exams were on or off in Hillsborough County.
Doing the exams in person when I've been online my entire senior year would defeat the purpose. I don't go into school. I don't see my friends. I don't see my teachers. So to go in person, to risk my safety, my dad's safety, my grandmother's safety is just something that was so unnecessary. I couldn't just sit here in the dark when I knew that there's something that I could do. So reaching out to you, I was hopeful that I would be able to get that connection, to have more information from my friends, to just ease some of our stress.
When we first reached out to Hillsborough County Public Schools, their spokesperson told us IB exams were happening in person at their 5 public high schools with IB programs. But then about 2 weeks later, the district reversed course.
We appealed through, to the IB, International Baccalaureate, and just told them, you know what, we want to go a different route. We want to be able to move to a calculation route with just being able to calculate their courses, they're finalized it through all of their coursework and their internal examinations and not use their examination. And they approved it, and we're grateful for it. It's just another layer to remove a stressor for our students.
I was crying with joy. I was so excited because I no longer had to worry about what it would be like if someone in my class got COVID, or if I got COVID, or if someone took it home and brought it to their families. There was a lot riding on whether or not we would all be safe and healthy during that time.
We reached out to all 9 Tampa Bay area school districts with IB programs, and so far, Hillsborough is the only one to cancel IB exams. Sarasota County school spokesperson tells us they haven't finalized their plans yet.
What do you think of the fact that if you were going to school one county over,
you would have to take these exams in person this year.
Personally, I think it's ridiculous.
It shows the lack of a fair system of giving a diploma, basically, is what it's showing. I am going to get my diploma a different means than someone in Citrus County is going to get their diploma.
So we talked to an IB coordinator at one of those schools in Pinellas County where exams are still on. What do you say to students who say, hey, I've been doing virtual school, I've been at home this whole school year, why do I have to come in person for these exams during a pandemic?
Yeah, that's a hard question to answer. And as a parent myself, with a high school student who's going to be taking AP exams as well, I can understand their concern. I can understand the frustration, but we are capable of providing exams.
To help keep students safe, Pinellas will stagger IB exam times to reduce the number of students in a room at the same time, keep students at least 5 feet apart, require masks, and sanitize the testing facility in between every exam session.
This is their opportunity to really shine and show what they've learned. Some students are really wanting that opportunity.
Hillsborough isn't the only district in Florida to cancel IB exams. Orange County Public Schools are doing the calculation route too. Like Hillsborough, Orange County is home to 5 public high schools with IB programs. And while some students want to take these exams that they've worked so hard to prepare for, Gabriella says she wishes all IB students were on an even playing field.
It doesn't make sense for all of us to be put on these totally different tracks when we were all held to the same standard and studied the same exact curriculum during these 4 years.
Thanks for watching What's Brewing. Subscribe so you don't miss an episode, and I'll see you next time.